Hello, my name is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Freakonomics. The fragrance we're going to talk about today is from the house of Parfum de Marly. It is called Altair. As usual, we will be doing a deep dive and our first impressions into the fragrance right after we run the intro. Welcome back, and thank you for dropping by my channel. I hope to see you back in future episodes to come. And as usual, if you find any value in the information that I offer, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button so that the algorithm will pick it up and push the video out. And also, so you don't miss any future episode. Let's talk about it. Okay, we're here on Fred Ranica. Let's take a quick look at it and see what they're talking about that's in it. This has main accords. It says sweet, vanilla, warm and spicy, musky, cinnamon, aromatic, powdery, citrus, amber, and white floral. Now, I can tell you right now, this fragrance came out at the end of 2023, and I actually was one of the first ones to order it. I kind of pre-ordered it, but when I bought my bottle, if I'm not mistaken, this is like 3.5, 4 ounces of it. It was $350. Not even nice. It's not a cheap fragrance at all. But once you put your nose on it, we talk about, I think you'll understand why I bought it. Let's see what it says. It says Altair by Parfums de Marly. There's an Oriental vanilla fragrance for men. Said it was launched in 2023. Then it goes into the creator. And to reiterate these notes, it says cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom, bergamot. And then the middle notes are bourbon vanilla and ammi. Then the base notes are perline, musk, ambroxan, garlic wood, tonka, and candied almond. I don't know about you, but that already sounds like a scent that we need to get into.
Ah, shit. Had it go again.
Going on as far as the atomizer, see what it's spraying like. Yeah, most of these high-end fragrances, they're going to put out a lot of fragrance. As you see, this is no exception. I'm going to give it a chance to air down a little bit. I can tell you right now, I'm already picking up the cinnamon and orange together with that tonka. Oh, my goodness. This is another compliment magnet. Not the cheapest one, but I want you all to stick around to the end because I may have an alternative that may just scratch that itch 90, 95%. But right now we're talking about the OG. This is a wintertime signature scent worthy also. This is another bomb. Right off top, you pick up that orange blossom and bergamot, tonka with that candied almond. This is a bad boy. This is bad. This is, when I mean bad, I mean it's great. This is a great fragrance. For me, this is probably one of my top Parfum de Marly fragrances so far. I think I got 2 more of them, but so far, this is the best one for me. They have came out with 1 or 2 fragrances since 2023, because like this is like November 2023 when this fragrance dropped. And I wanted to make sure I had it on my shelf. But I will say, like I said, even on the settle down, the notes still stand up. That orange blossom and bergamot, little cinnamon, vanilla, praline, ambroxan. That ambroxan is pushing it out. Then you got that tonka bean and that candied almond. I don't know about you, but I think you can kind of get the picture. This is a great, and I do mean a great smelling fragrance. This right here, to me, is a higher end type of fragrance, especially at $350 a bottle. But right now you can get it a little bit cheap. I think you can catch it around $250 to $300. But we're going to talk about that near the end. But as far as the fragrance profile or whatnot, those citrus and spices, they blend together so well. This is another compliment magnum. This to me deserves to be semi-dressed or dressed. This is not something that you just throw on, with some old jeans and some ragged tennis shoes. This is not that type of fragrance. This is something you fit to step out and you wanna be a hit where you're going. It has a clean smell on top of all of those fragrances that we just talked about. But that cinnamon and bergamot, the vanilla is kind of playing in the background, but you can still smell it. A little bit of musk, but that tonka bean with that candied almond. This is a stone cold winner. This is, like I said, this is another hit. This is another winter signature scent fragrance. This is not something for hot weather. It is very strong. Even though the smell smells expensive, it smells light, it smells well blended. You can tell that the ingredients they used in it, they took care and they made sure they got the best that they could give. Because what it is, when you smell certain scents, you can tell that it's cheap. You can tell that, that you can smell the scent, but it doesn't smell pleasant. When scents are refined and they try to get the best of the best, a lot of times they just come across a lot different to your nose. They're clean and crisp. This one right here, even on paper, doesn't really do it justice. This is another one. Once it hits your skin or whatnot, and that cool breeze hit it, it comes off comes off just light and airy. You smell that orange and cinnamon with that almond, that tonka bean in the back. This is a hit. This is another hit. Like I tell you, this right here is probably my favorite Parfums Denali. Now you're gonna listen to other reviewers, and they have other ones that are their favorites. That's on them. But I'm talking about for my nose and my chemistry. For a winter fragrance, this is up there. Probably in the top 15 fragrances, probably top 10, depending on who you ask. But like I said, $350, it's not cheap. This is very expensive. But recently, another company has came out with an alternative that may get you, like I said, may get you 90% there and, save you a whole lot of money. Because I think the alternative, well, let's check it out. Let me pull it up right quick. Okay, the alternative is by a company called French Avenue, and the fragrance is called Liquid Burn. Now, if you look at the notes, it's got the same breakdown as the Parfums de Marly. It's sweet with the warm, spicy vanilla. Got the cinnamon, musky, aromatic, citrus, amber, white floral, and powdery. So basically got the same breakdown as the other one. I wish I may end up getting it at another time, but just by listening to other people talk about it or whatnot, most people are saying it's 90%, whatnot. This particular Parfums de Marly, like I said, I think is one of the best. If you want the scent profile, I would get a sample of the original, of the OG first. Get a smell of it, get it on your nose, put it on your skin. This is strong. This is not one you want to spray right in front of your face because it's gonna drown you out. But if you put a little bit around the sides of your neck where your pulse points are, I always put a little bit in the back because I like to leave a little sillage as I walk by or whatnot, and maybe a little bit on your forearm. Maybe, I don't think it's gonna take no more than 4 sprays. I never use more than 4 sprays of this. 5 max, that's if it's below freezing outside. But if it's any warmth in the air, anything over 50 degrees, this can get kind of cloying because it's an expensive scent, but it's rich. It's not something that's weak. So I would say 4 to 5. I like to err on the side of caution with 3 to 4 on this one, and then see what type of reaction I get, or I may ask the old lady, what do you think or whatnot, and then I kind of go from there. But this is also a scent that you're gonna enjoy, but you're gonna want other people to enjoy it off of you. Not a lot of people know about this particular scent, but again, get yourself the sample of the OG first. What I always like to recommend: get the OG so that you'll have a point of reference, so you'll know what it's supposed to smell like, and see if it works with your particular body chemistry. In the beginning, when I first started my fragrance journey, what I used to do is I would go online and start buying a lot of samples or whatnot. You know, $10 here, $15 there. But my channel is called Freakonomics. We're going to talk about the economics of the situation. You don't have to do that. I didn't know this at first. I didn't know you could go to places like Neiman Marcus, Sephora, uh, Macy's, places like that, and all you have to do is ask, and they'll give you free samples and stuff so you can try. I didn't know that, you know. So in the beginning, I wasted a lot of money trying to try fragrances because I didn't want to spend $200, $300, $400 on a fragrance that I didn't like the smell or didn't agree with my chemistry. So I'm telling you this so that you don't have to go through the growing pains that I did. Now, if I want to smell a fragrance, I take a day and I get in the car and I go. I go and check it out. And if it's something I like, then I'll go from there. Do not make the mistake of taking these out and slamming them on when it's hot. I'm telling you, your old lady's gonna be offended and everybody that you're around, especially if you're out trying to eat. You know, there's nothing worse than somebody got some super strong cologne on and you sitting next to them in a booth, you know, trying to eat your chicken or whatever you're eating and whatnot, and they got it on so strong that you can actually taste what they have on in your food. You don't want to do that. That's all I got to say. That's the end of this review, and I'll see you all at the next one.